This is D7, day 1, and we're introducing you to where the letter Y may say I at the end of a word, and we've got two words that you need to know how to spell, you and your, down the bottom here. Okay, let's read the words first. But I, by, I, my, I, try, I, cry, I, dry, I, fry, I, fly, I, sky, you and your. So you can see we need to colour in the Y at the end of all of these words, which is making its I sound, right there. And in you, once you can spell the word you, Y-O-U, then it's probably easier for you to look for that in your and just add the R on the end. Let's look at what all these words mean now. So by means what you might sit by a tree. It means next, could mean next to. We went by the beach on the way home. We went by the shop on the way home. Means near or nearby. My, these are the things that belong to you. You might have a pair of thongs, you might have a special shell, anything that, any of the things that you have that belong to you. Try is where you have to try really hard to do things sometimes. So that man's trying to lift some very heavy weights. Cry could be a baby crying, or you might hear a wolf cry at night if you're out in the wild. Dry means not wet. So the opposite to dry would be wet. We'll put that in a little box so you know it means the opposite. And so this is some clothes hanging out to dry. You can dry the dishes, you can dry your body after you've been for a swim. Fry means to cook something in a pan with a little bit of oil in the bottom of it. You might fry an egg, fry sausages, something like that. Fly can be an insect, and it can also be something that you can do. You can fly in a plane to another place, or a bird can fly in the sky. So it can be a noun, as in an insect, and it can be something that you can do. Sky is all that space above us where we have clouds and sunshine. So it's the air above us. You just means you, the person, and your are the things that belong to you. So you might have, this might be your umbrella, your spade, your bathers, your top, your hands, anything that belongs to you is your. Now let's see if we can read these words, sound them, spell them, cover, write and check them. Before we do, let's have a look. This by, we know the meaning of this by. There's also another by which means goodbye, and there's another one when you spend money at a shop, you buy something. I think that's the only one that we need to do. Let's read, sound, spell, cover, write and check. So we're going by, but I, B-Y, B-Y, B-Y. Cover it and write it 3 times. And you can do the rest of those on your own. Shell. This is D7, day 2, and we're revising that the letter Y may say I at the end of a word. So we've got but I, by, I, my, I, try, I, cry, I, dry, I, fry, I, fly, I, sky, you, and you. Okay, so let's try, read it, sound it, spell it, write it. By, but I, B-Y, B-Y, B-Y. And then we write it. And don't forget to cover it when you write it. Down here, you just have to match one of these words to the right picture. So here we've got someone crying, so we go I. You just have to write in the missing word. Here we've got by, or by. So this by is where you talk about if you go by the beach or past the shop, you go past the shop or by the shop. If a book is written by someone, it will be written buy using this one. This one is where you're saying goodbye to someone, BYE, and this is where you spend money at a shop or somewhere, so you're actually buying something. So I will buy a toy would be the first one. I say bye to mum would be this one. We will sit by the tree would be next to, or by would be this one. You and your. I like you or I like your. You've got to write in the missing word. Have you lost you thongs or have you lost your thongs? You've got to work out which word goes in which space. Here we're finishing the sentence. Something name is. My name is, and you'd have to write your name. I something hard. I try hard. And then you can draw a picture of yourself in there. Off you go. Let's read the words, sound the words, spell the words. But I buy, I my, I try, I cry, I dry, I fry, I fly, I sky, you, or, your. Now here we're learning, and this is our third day on this, we're learning that the Y can make the I sound at the end of a word. So you can go through and you can read the word, sound the word 3 times, spell it 3 times, and then cover it and write it. You should be able to do that on your own now. Fill in the gap here with the correct word. That is you book or that is your book. So you've got to work out which is the correct word and write it in. This is my or this is mine. Write the correct word in. Can you or your see my or mine car? Can you see my car or can your see mine car? You've got to write in the correct words. Down here we're finishing the verb table. So we've got to work out what is the base word. I can see it here. So I've got to write the base word here, try. Then we're making it say try. So we change the Y to an I before we add the ES. We're only changing the Y to an I if the letter before the Y is a consonant. We don't change it to an I if there's a vowel before the Y. It's only if there's a consonant before the Y do we change it. When we add ing, we don't have to change the Y, because if we did, we'd have double I in the word, and in English we never ever have double I in an English word. So we have to leave that Y in when we're adding ing. Tried, we do change the Y to an I, and then we add the ED. You can finish those ones on your own. Down here, we have finish. Cries, crying, or cried. She something a lot. He is something. We something out loud. She cries a lot. He is crying. We cried out loud. You've got to fill in those missing words. She either fries, frying, or fried eggs in a pan. He is eggs in a pan. We eggs in a pan. You've got to work out which of these words goes in which space. Off you go. D7, day 4. Fill in the gaps with you or your. That little girl is saying you or your. So something R6, something mum is sweet. These are songs something can sing. Will something dog run far. So you've got to fill in all of those sentences with either you or your. Here we've got to find out whether the word or the picture is making a short it sound, and we're going to make those pink, or a long I sound, and we're going to make those ones green. So let's have a look. Short it. Wonder if I can find some with short it in. There's its. So that's a word, and there might also be pictures there like pig, which has the short it sound in it. Now we've got to find all the words or pictures with the long I sound. So we might have fly, and you could find a word too, like sky. There's lots more in there for you to do all on your own. Down the bottom, you've got to work out whether you use a Y or an I in these words. So if we're looking for the it sound, we're going to use the I. If we're looking for the I sound, we're going to use a Y. So we've got it would be an it in the middle, it would be an it in the middle, full I. We use a Y for the I sound at the end of a word. So we're never going to have a Y in the middle of any of these words. It's always going to be on the end. And a little hint is that we're going to use the I for the it sound, and it's going to be in the middle of a word. So that might make it a bit easier for you. Off you go.